Now for the show that's truly too hot to handle. It's The Melting Pat, and it starts right now.
You're listening to The Melting Pat. Here's your host, Pat Johnson.
Well, thank you, Jerome. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the show, The Melting Pat, the Next Level Network. How are you? You doing all right? My back hurts. I'm doing okay, though, generally. It's all right. We're going to be fine. We got a lot going on today on the show. We have a lot happening. We have a retail story that was unlocked the other day in my brain, from my brain. We got our question, movies that are too long, that didn't need to be very long. I don't know. There's probably a better way to phrase that, but I think everybody got it. Everybody understood the question. And so we got a bunch of answers. And of course, we're going to play more movie clips just for you. More music, movie things. You get it. You get it. All right. Is that, that's the big thing. And then real quick at the end, we'll do NFL Week 2. The Phillies, it's September. So they're just inexplicably bad. They're just bad. They play well. And then September comes and then everybody just sucks. Not everybody, but overall, the team sucks when the calendar gets to September. I don't know why they do this. It happens all the time. But there we go. There's your sports. There. Done. Sorry, everybody who hates sports. That's all. That's it. Well, again, you know what we're going to do instead? I'll just let you know up top here. Game of the Week 2 is Chargers-Titans. There we go. We're not going to add it at the end because I feel like we're going to have a lot going on. And I'd rather just have once again, the movie scores and things, I'd have that be the main event. So after the movie thing, that'll be the show. All right? All right. We're good. Yeah, we got retail. We got the movie question. I'll tell you about our Twitch stream that Jill and I did the other day. It was so much fun. We did another one on Tuesday. The audio was kind of messy. That was my fault. I didn't know what I was doing, but I think we have resolved it for the next one we're going to do. So there you go. Does that work for everybody? All right. Great. Wonderful. Good. Great. Grand. You know the thing. You get it. All right. That's what's coming up. There's your menu. We do have a song today, by the way. Also, the first thing is we have a song for you today. And I actually reached out to these guys a while ago, or someone tagged them. I think my friend on Twitter, Yvette, tagged them. Yvette, I can't read out loud. Everyone knows this. She's the pop punk grandma on Twitter, and I believe she's on Threads. What she does, she goes around. I think I told you about Yvette before. She makes quilts for the bands. She travels to go see them because she's retired. Now she goes and sees shows. So, yes, I did tell you about this because then I made a joke that now I have to perform live to get a quilt from the pop punk grandma, even though I don't play pop punk music. Do you think we could still make that happen? Even like, would I have to write? Yvette, I know you listen. So everybody else weigh in on this as well. Do you think that I would have to write a pop punk song to get a quilt? Would that be, like, is that a requirement? Or do you think that because we're Twitter friends, I'd be able to get a quilt if I played a show? Anybody? Let me know. All right. In any case, Yvette introduced this band to me. They are called Telltale. You can find them on the socials at Telltale. Oh, crap. What is it? I don't know. It'll be in the show notes. It's Telltale something. I forget. I should have written it down. Or Pat, you should have just not said it. You should have really just not said that part and just said, you'll let us know where we can find them. And I will do that. The link to their things will be in the show notes. I got the album that I'm playing this song from, Lie Your Way Out. I got it on Bandcamp, so go do that. They have a cover out, but I can't play covers because I don't want to have to pay anybody. But that's wonderful as well. But the song you're going to hear now is the title track from that collection, EP. It's 5 tracks. That's an EP, right? Sure, it's great. New friends. They're not coming back. New friends, Telltale. The song is Lie Your Way Out. It's not safe for work, by the way. It's the Melty Pat. We're coming right back.
Woke up at 10, down again. I guess I'll write another song about it. Obsessive, compulsive. I should probably get that medicated. I'm ugly on the inside, the outside matches most of the time. Cold night, my eyes wide, I wanna die. Fuck my life. dark shapes. They keep us in the dark like a mistake. But we can't run away to a lost place. Cause there's no second star, just a heartbreak. Show me the lesson in 12-minute sessions. The drugs they've been pressing to keep us in check. I've still been stressing, anxiety messing up all my progression. I guess I should lie away, yeah. Lie away, yeah. From the whitewashed walls to the silent halls, when the pills dissolve, you'll be standing tall. You better lie away, yeah.
And there you have it, our new friends, Telltale. With, I always want to say their latest, because usually I do play a band's latest, but that's not. It's the song is Lie Your Way Out, courtesy Rude Records. And go check them out. Telltale, they're on Bandcamp. They're on all the places. Go tell them I sent you, and they'll go, that guy? That guy, really? Ugh. Maybe they won't. I don't know. The Melting Pat, the Next Level Network. So here's what happened there. I knew about the higher part at the end, and I thought, am I going to hit that? No, I'm not going to try. And then I got to where I was going to stop, and I panicked because of the corner of my eye. I saw my computer screensaver going up on my work computer, and I panicked a little bit, and it messed up my riff. So there you go. Telltale. Lie Your Way Out. Find more from them, Bandcamp, Spotify, you know the drill. All of that will be in the show notes and at themeltingpat.com. So thank you very much, our new friends. Shout out to the pop punk grandma, Yvette. Yvette, did I get that right? I can't. She spelled it phonetically on more than one occasion, and I'm just so dumb. I can't figure it out. All right, thank you, everyone. And the reason I play that song, by the way, is because that is Yvette's favorite. So she recommended them. I play their favorite song. I read her name incorrectly, but give her a shout out nonetheless. And she listens and says, hey, thanks, go check this out. And that's it. There we go. And then, again, maybe I have to play some music to get a quilt. I don't know. Do you think I should do that? Should I? I hate performing, but do you think if I played a song, like not live, but if I like did a performance and shared it, would that earn me a quilt, or would that earn me like a throw blanket? Maybe not a full quilt. I don't have enough songs for that. But like, would that get me a throw blanket or a pillowcase or something like that? Do you think that like a smaller? I'm going for smaller things here because I don't have a lot of songs. But there we go. Maybe I don't know. Why do I keep saying this? It's not something that I'm actively pursuing. I just thought it'd be funny to mention because I know Yvette listens to the show. So there you go. All right, Telltale. Check them out. Tell them I sent you, and don't tell them about that riff that I screwed up. That wasn't my fault. Actually, 100% my fault. But it's fine. Everything's fine. It's all going to be great. Go check them out. They got a new cover out. Help is on the way. But I can't play it because it's a cover, and I don't have to pay Rise Against, even though if Rise Against were to come on the show, that would also be fun. But we shall see. All right. Pat, just get to the rest of the thing. All right, you're right. You are right. So Jill and I did my Smoking Hot Wife, if you don't know. We did a Twitch stream the other day because we were talking about this. Like every time we watch wrestling, we're always like, man, she always remarks that, wow, there are no like normal looking dudes in wrestling. Like, what happened? These people all look like weirdo people, or whatever she said. She remarks that they're not attractive. A lot of wrestlers are not that attractive. And so we decided, hey, what if we did a Twitch stream where we rated the attractiveness of every wrestler in WWE and AEW? And like, we'll have them on the screen. Chat can join in. We'll get some drinks. We'll crap open some cold ones. And we'll be there to rate the attractiveness of these people. And so we did it. It was super fun. One of the most fun things I've ever done. And the video is up on YouTube, by the way, if you got the 3 hours to kill and feel like listening to us laugh and whatnot. But thank you to everybody who jumped in on the chat and weighed in on the scale. If you want to know, the scale was 1 to 5. 1 was ugh. 2 was 3 was you're a normal looking person. 4 was oh, and 5 was I'd leave my partner for you. And so so we had a really great time. It was so much fun. Just like we would go, oh, this person's a 2 or a 3, and somebody in chat would go, dude, they're a 4, they're a 5, whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it was really fun to have those disagreements with our homies, our friends in chat, and it was solid all the way around. We had a great time. Shout out to Kirsten for watching The Boy, and I'm not going to mention her mister because I didn't ask if I could. So, but I know Kirsten is fine with it. Yeah, we got a babysitter because we talked about this in our friend's Twitch stream, Kentucky Beaver Slap, Kyle and Kenny, which they do every most Wednesdays for AEW Dynamite. And we're talking about this. He's like, oh, you should do like every week or every whatever, which would be fun. Like if we could do that every week and kind of like break it up a little bit. Because one thing I wish we would have done is broken up, like done one for one company one night and then another night do the next one. Because we kind of rushed at the end, which was a bit of a bummer, but had a great time. And I would love to do another thing like that because it was just so much fun. But it's really hard to find somebody to watch a 2-year-old. So so that's the thing there. That's the only reason really that we don't do it more often. Because I want to get her back on the show because people have asked about her and I love having her on. And I want to get back to our show, the Short-Lived Show, which we've not been able to do in a very long time. But, just can't work out. Just can't work. But when it does, it's great. And we had a really great time rating the attractiveness of pro wrestlers. It was just so, like, what a ridiculous idea for a stream that she came up with. And then it was executed. We did it. It was excellently executed, I have to say. There were some hiccups, as there always are. But overall, had a great time. Everybody had fun. And it was a good exercise. And we did another one last night on Tuesday. She ordered from Snack Crate and some months ago. And it's snacks from around the world. And she got 2 snack boxes, one from Thailand, one from India. And so last night we did an unboxing on stream. And we're going to do another one. We did the Thailand box yesterday. The audio was wonky, but I think we figured that out for the next one. It was my fault. But we're going to do the India stream, the India snack box unboxing, unveiling, and eating snacks and talking about them at some point, probably next week. I can't imagine we're doing it this week because we're going away and we got stuff to do. But probably next week we'll do that. So follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/themeltingpat. Follow me over there. And you'll be able to know what's going on with the snacks and stuff. Yeah, all right? All right. Also, I want to see my wife stream Super Mario 64. I think that'd be really fun because you'd have to see it, but it'd be a lot of fun if she could do that. So somebody come watch The Boy so we can all enjoy that. And yeah, we had fun. It was a great time. Again, thanks everybody for coming along and enjoying the ride. And if you have any ideas for other things we should rate on stream, other people's attractiveness, everybody else's looks we should rate, let me know. And we will do our best to A, figure out how to do that, and B, get childcare so we can do it. All right, so we can make it work. Okay, all right, great. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time, and I'd be happy to do it again if things work out. That'd be really fun. All right. So good. Okay, just to be on the safe side, we're gonna take a break, which for you means you'll get a sound or just a second of silence. For me, it means I have to do some other technical things, but it's all going to be fine because we're going to talk about a retail story that was recently unlocked from my memory banks right after this. All right, quick and painless. We did it. We made it. We did the thing. God damn it.
That's what she said. Woo!
Thank you, Bender. Thank you for that. Appreciate you being here. Oh. We took a little break. We got a drink. We checked the work thing. Everything seems to be okay. But for you, no time really passed. But we have a new thing for you. Not a new, brand new, but I guess a new story to you because I've never told this story because it was recently unlocked from my brain space. Jill and I were talking about something uppity customers came up. Also, Maggie sent me a post about going to the mall. Now you only go to the mall to watch old people fight or something. Maggie, send the meme thing again. Send it again. I know you might listen to part of this because I forget what it is, and I'll share it with the people when I remember. If you don't know, if you're new to the show, the basis of the program at the beginning in 2011 was like the first part of the show was always me telling a story from my job. I worked at a card store / gift shop, and you'd be surprised how angry people got over things. And so the first part of the show was usually dedicated to a story from that space, from the people who were just so unbelievably rude and ridiculous. And so I haven't worked there in 10 years, so I kind of ran out of stories. But ever so often, I will remember one that I didn't tell because I, for whatever reason, just kind of got mushed up with other things in my brain. But every so often, something will unlock it. So my thanks to Jill and Maggie. You are both wonderful, and I love you both. You're great. Everybody's great. They're all great. Everyone's great. There we go. How many times can we do that? All right. We should probably redo that, but I'm not going to because, well, you both know how my brain works or doesn't work. So I remember, so this lady had come in, and I was in the middle of working a double shift. And so if you don't know, the mall was open from, at the time, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And so when I worked a double, what would happen is I'd usually, if I didn't work it all day at one store, I would split it between two stores. So I'd work like 10 to 3 at one store and then go have lunch and then go clock in at the other store when I was done. So I'd work, 10 to 3, have lunch from 3 to 3:30 or whatever, and then go clock in and work the rest of the night. It was either that or I just spent the whole day at the one store, which that was worse. Because I worked at, the company had 2 different stores in the same mall at one time for a while. And so when I worked at one, like the feel of them was very different. Between them was very different. And so when I worked at one and I would go up to the other, be like, okay, well, at least one is like one's a little more laid back and we can kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but there was a different vibe between the 2 stores, and I kind of preferred having a little bit more of a break and being able to stop and have lunch and then walk from one end of the mall to the other and just kind of enjoy the little bit of time I had to just wander. And I'll get there when I get there. As long as I'm not, an hour late, it'd be fine. So anyway, I worked from 10 to 9 at the mall, and this was probably one where I worked at the same store all day. That's probably, anyway. So this lady comes in, and she's trying to use a coupon that expired a week ago. Now, you know me and coupons. You use them until you can't, and then we can't take them anymore. Because generally what happens is, the office will say, hey, wait, why'd you take this? And then I get in trouble, and I don't want to get in trouble because I don't want people to have to talk to me. It's stupid. So she was going to save like $20 or $22, but her total for the sale, even after the discount, was still going to be more than $100. I rang it up, and I was like, oh, boop. And then I looked at the coupon. I'm like, oh, sorry, this expired last week. I can't take this. And she got very mad when I told her that. And she told me some story. I don't know what she said. Some dumb long story. But, oh, well, I had to do this and I couldn't get here because this. Blah, 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 blah. So she's sitting here like telling me her life story about why she couldn't get to a store in the month that the coupon was valid for. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just like, it was almost the end of my shift, I guess. And so I was kind of just done. And I think I had the next day off. That's probably not true. I didn't have many days off. So I look at her, I look at the total, and I look right at her, and I said, ma'am, I'm going to be real with you. Your total's going to be whatever, 102, 105, whatever it was, even after your coupon. I'm going to work 10 to 9 today, and I'm not even going to make that much money. And she was still like muttering to herself, and she just stopped and looked at me and had something in her hand, her purse, I guess. And she looked at her stuff and then looked at me and kind of like, just like totally stopped. And she just stared at me. So I said, the only thing I can do for you is I can go back to the manager and say, hey, can we do this? Here's the deal. Can we take the coupon or what? And I said, would you like me to go do that right now? And she said, she's still befuddled that I told her that I wasn't going to make the sale money that she was spending. And she's like, yeah, go do that. And okay. So I go back and I talk to my manager. She's sitting there doing whatever it is managers do. And I explained the story and I said, I think I broke this woman's brain because I said, hey, I'm not going to make as much money as you're spending right now, like all day. And my boss just laughed. She's like, what? And I was like, yeah, here's the deal. She wants her coupon. She's told me a whole big story. And then I was just honest with her, and she laughed, and she's like, you know what? She looked at something, some kind of chart, I guess, or graph or whatever. Here's a pie chart of my favorite bars, and here's a bar graph of my favorite pies. There you go. If you know, you know. So she looked at that, and she just goes, just give it to her. Just go give it to her. And I said, all right. Because sometimes that's usually what will happen is the store can take a certain number of things past their date because they set up for like a certain percentage of losses, right? So that's why you're generally told not to go after shoplifters. Like if you see someone, if you're working at a store and you see someone stealing something, don't approach them, don't confront them, don't try to stop them because then that's a lawsuit probably for you, for the store, and you'll just get fired so they don't have to do the lawsuit. And B, it's all insured. So like they prepare themselves financially to lose some product without getting money for it. And so I guess during this time we hadn't had much shoplifting. And so we could take, this $22 or whatever that this lady was going to save and have the coupon. And the reason I couldn't just do it is because at the end of every night, what happens is, so the coupon gets stapled to a receipt. They probably do it a different way now, but this was 11 or 12. And the way we did it was we stapled the coupon to a receipt. And then the end of the night, the boss goes back and runs all the numbers and makes sure everything is on the up and up, right? You count the registers, you do the coupons and the credit card receipts and all the things. You do all the numbers and handle all those things. And the numbers have to match. You go, oh, why'd we take this coupon? And then they'll go, oh, yeah, right, I forgot. Because, well, we just did, right? And so you have that kind of number where you can go over a certain threshold of discounts you gave, right? Mall employee discounts, things of that nature, whatever it was, returns, exchanges, things like that. So they're ready for this, basically. And I think that the fact that I literally said I broke this woman's brain because I just straight up told her, like, hey, I'm not going to make, like, you're sitting here complaining, and I'm not going to make as much money as you're spending right now. Like, I've worked this entire day. I should have asked her if she worked that day. Like, oh, man, did you go to work today? Oh, no, I do this. Okay, well, I have worked, and I'm going to work for another 4 hours, or whatever time it was, and I'm not going to make as much money as you're about to spend, even after your discount. Like, that was the weirdest thing of like, oh, great. Because what happens with shoppers is they generally just want to dump on you because you're a nothing. You're a pleb. You're something they wouldn't scrape off the bottom of their shoe, right? Because they have a thing in mind. They want to use this coupon and get this discount. And they want to do this and that. And they don't care who's in the way. Like, nope, you're going to do it. Because, again, years ago, somebody went on the Today Show and said, don't take no for an answer. Get that discount. Do this, do that. Because someone who'd never worked in the space before decided, hey, I'm entitled to get this discount because I have this and I shop here and I do this. And that's what happens. They do it every year. It's going to be coming up soon, every fall, when the big fails. Yeah, big fails. When the big sales start in the fall, well, it usually comes around Black Friday when they go, oh, ask to speak to a manager and don't take no for an answer and do this and that. That's somebody who's never worked in retail in their lives, ever. Because they don't know that it's not the clerk's fault. The cashier ringing your sale has nothing to do with why you can or can't do that, because they don't make enough money. There you go. Anyway, because, yeah, every year somebody does that. And it's led to a lot of entitlement. And I think who's credited with saying the customer's always right? Is it Wanamaker or is it someone else? I think Wanamaker's credited. It might not have been him, but no, the customer's not always right. We all know this by now. And if you still believe the customer is always right, you've never dealt with customers. I think that's it right there. But but yeah, this woman, man, she was really upset with me because she wanted to save her $20 or whatever, and she couldn't use her coupon because whatever reason that she couldn't use her coupon, it didn't matter to me. But But then, sometimes what happens is you'll get catch the boss on the right day, or the office won't be breathing down their neck quite so hard, and they could say, you know what, sure. And I'm sure a $20 loss for the store that day wasn't that big of a deal, but I guess on principle I would prefer you stick to the rules. But because then everybody does that, right? Everybody goes in and goes, tells you a sob story, and I'm guessing not everyone will bend or, I don't know, have their brain short circuit for a minute when the cashier says, hey, I'm not even going to make this much money today. So there you go. My thanks to Jill, my thanks to Maggie for inadvertently, indirectly unlocking another story about the time I broke a woman's brain because, well, it's just what I do. That's just what I do. Highlight your coupons, folks, so you never miss the expiration date. I got great joy out of that, and maybe a little too much. But, hey, if you're going to come up and say, oh, I don't see where that says that, I'm just going to go, boop, and highlight it, and it's going to be all good. All right? Great. Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with the story. Nothing to do with that. But I wanted to tell you, because it was a great joy that I had of working at the store, is when someone got uppity and got all mad, like, oh, where does it say that? I would pull out my highlighter and highlight exactly where it says it. And then they would get all mad, and sometimes they'd rip it up and throw it at me. And that led to some fun, too. At least I could get a moment where I go, gotcha. There you go. All right. Let's take a break. Then we'll do our main event, the question for this week: movies that are too long, that didn't need to be. Again, the phrasing there could have been a little better. You'd think a guy with a communication degree would figure that out or be able to say it properly. I don't know. I guess not. But in any case, we will be right back. Okay, main event time. It's time for the main event. There we go. Our question for this week. It's a joke for one of you. Our question for this week comes to us from our dear friend Maggie, a loyal listener who's been on the show. In fact, if you must know, you already know that. She says, movies that are too long and didn't need to be. A good participation question. So which movie was way too long when it didn't need to be? Right? So we got a bunch of answers. And of course, we're going to play some music here for you as well. Because why not? It's been really fun the last couple of weeks being able to find some scores for movies and play little bits of them. Really fun. So we're going to try to keep it rolling. Maybe we'll get to do another one for next week to wrap up the month. That'd be awesome. So if you got an idea for another movie question, let me know. So Maggie told me a story about how the 2010 version of Karate Kid led to her breakup. I'm not going to tell you the story because it's not mine to tell. But let's blame Jaden Smith and his goofy ass for her breakup. And let's try to find some Karate Kid music, yeah? I'm going to feel bad if I can't find any Karate Kid music, by the way. I didn't look yet. I didn't look at any of these yet. I just figured, let's record it, and we'll take care of the other stuff in post, and maybe that'll save me some time today. It already has. So we're good. Thank you, Maggie. We talked about Wolf of Wall Street last week, how I thought it went on forever. So that's on my list. And do we have music from it? I think we could probably find some, right? Margot Robbie not included, unfortunately, but there you go with that. That it just seemed to last forever, and maybe that's me. Maybe I just don't want to watch a 3-hour movie, but we talked about that. So yeah, Wolf of Wall Street's on my list, and for the longest time, pun intended, I felt like Unbreakable fit this category, and it's not. Like, the movie's probably, what is it, 2.5? Not even 2.5 hours long. How long is Unbreakable? Did we look this up? All right, hold on. We're gonna look it up right now. So when I looked up Unbreakable the other day to see something, I was looking up the music. I forgot that this became like a series after that. I forgot that, like, Split and that other movie, whatever it was. Unbreakable, 106 minutes, by the way. That's an hour and 46 minutes, right? Yeah, that's not, so it's not even 2 hours. So like you would figure that would be fine, but I remember that movie just seeming to go on forever. And I don't know why. I remember, like, the movie was fine, but I'm like, man, you could have ended this like 20 minutes ago and been fine. The other movie in that series, by the way, is Glass. And I've not seen those two, but there you go. Anybody like those? You big fan? Anybody fan of those? No? Yes? All right. Anyway, feelings on Bruce Willis aside. Anybody like Unbreakable? Or the other two? I don't know. So those are the two that I had, and I'm sure I could, chime in on the others as we go forward here. Maggie also said, hold on, you already know my thoughts on Karate Kid 2010 and how it contributed to my breakup, but I also thought Solo, the Star Wars spin-off movie, should have ended about 30 to 45 minutes earlier than it did. So here we go with Solo. I've never seen it. I'm sure it's fine. But also, it came out when? 2016 or 18 or whatever? So, like, there was definitely a cutoff to when every movie started to be like 2.5 hours long or longer. And I feel like the Marvel Universe has done it, and Star Wars, I guess, has done it too. And it's just like, all right, we get it. We get it. You can probably make this a shorter thing and still tell your story, and maybe include the other scenes as extras. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Maggie, for that double dip. Meg says The Irishman, just unnecessarily drawn out. A great film that could have definitely used a bit more editing. It's a good thing it released largely on Netflix, so people could pause for bathroom breaks or go on snack breaks while the more boring and drawn out parts ran. There we go. So hopefully the score isn't boring and drawn out, because we got a bit of it right here. Thank you, Meg. I've not seen The Irishman. I do remember when it came out that everybody was like, wow, this movie's 3.5 hours long or whatever. And why did they do that to us? I remember that. And that really, I have been a proponent. This has gone around for a while. Intermissions at movies. Intermissions. I would be in favor of this, for sure, because the maker, the writer, the whoever of the movie can then can work in a cliffhanger, right? So, like, you have whatever the movie would be. I don't know, there's a chase scene and somebody falls off a thing, and then the screen fades, and you go to intermission, you go, oh, did that person make it back? What happened? Are these guys okay? What's going on? And then you come back after 15 minutes or whatever, and you go to the bathroom and get snacks or something, and then you come back, and then you see the rest of the movie. I would be 100% in favor of that, because these movies are too damn... Like, if I'm going to go spend that much time at the movies, I got to know that I'm able to get up, and if I have to go to the bathroom in 3.5 hours, that I can do that and not miss a big part of the movie, right? So why don't we do that? Let's bring back, this was a thing back in the day, wasn't it? If it wasn't, let's bring it around the first time. And if it was, let's bring it back. Intermissions at movies. Pat's in favor. Let me know. Say aye in the comments if you, nobody's going to do that. But let me know if you are in favor of intermissions at movies. Let me know that. All right? Say aye. The ayes have it. It's just me here. It's fine. Thanks, Meg. Jen says Gangs of New York is a top 10 movie for me, but they could have cut out at least 45 minutes of it. Mostly the scene with Jenny/Cameron Diaz. Oh no. This should be fun, right? I don't know if I've seen Gangs of New York, so I hope the music was badass, or whatever. I hope it was fun. Hope everybody had fun out there. 45 minutes, man, how long is that? If you're cutting out 45 minutes, I should have looked this up before. Let's see, Gangs of New York. It is 45 minutes, 167 minutes. Wow. All right, so you cut out 45 of that, and that leaves you with however many minutes that is. I wanted to see how long Solo was. That's what we wanted to see. Solo Star Wars story. 2018 it came out. It is... I don't know. See, why don't they have that information right up front? I'd really enjoy that if it just for me, for these purposes. 135 minutes. All right. So more than 2 hours. Yeah, apparently you could have cut a half hour of that and been fine. So there you go. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Gangs of New York. But if it's a top 10 movie for Jen, then I will check it out if I can. Maybe I'll just skip over the scene with Cameron Diaz. How about that? Let's see. KG, and yes, you will be KG on this show, says, I just attempted to watch both parts of Hunger Games Mockingjay, so I'd say both of those. There you go. I've never seen them. I don't know what they're about. I have no real interest in them, but should we look up how long they are? Let's do that. Hunger Games. What'd you say? Mockingjay. All right. Part 1, Part 2. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is Jennifer Lawrence and other people. I don't know who anybody is. Why is this on Steam? Is it a game, or can you watch the movie on Steam? Is this real? I don't think that's real. It didn't really bring me to anything, but anyway, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 is 2 hours, and the other one is longer. Oh my God. Jesus. Yeah, cut those down to one movie. Can you do that? Is that possible? I don't know. Thank you, KG. I'll keep that in mind. If I ever watch those, I'll be like, you know what? She was right, goddammit. I shouldn't have done this. All right, let's see. Says, Terrifier, no slasher or horror movie should be more than 2 hours long. Ridiculous! I at least hope the music was good. Not a horror film guy. A horror picture. It's who said that? Was that in Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, where it's, movie and then film, you're a little pretentious, and then if you say picture, if you call it a picture, you're the worst kind of person. Is that it? Anyway, I can agree with that though. I feel like slashers and horror movies should be like 90 minutes, and comedies should be like 90 minutes. Like when you hit 90 minutes in a movie like that, you're on borrowed time at minute 91 or 92. Right? Does that make sense? I know there's no hard, there shouldn't be a hard line. You tell the story in the time it takes to tell the story. I get that. But at the same time, there's no reason a slasher or a comedy should be 2 hours plus. There's no reason for that. At least in my opinion and in other people's as well. So thank you very much. Jimmy, and actually a number of people, said Oppenheimer. Now, we haven't seen this one yet, and it's on our list. But I have heard this a couple of times. Let's see. We got music from Oppenheimer. Why not? I certainly hope so. I've heard great things about Oppenheimer, that it's a fantastic movie, but I've also heard it's a bit too long. You probably cut some stuff down and still be okay. So yeah, a couple of people said that. Thank you very much. Let's see. Now, a couple of people also said Titanic. MAG said Titanic, not even a question. And our buddy Roy Robley said Titanic and Avatar are both absurdly long for what actually happens in them. So let's, for the third week in a row, the people of Russia will not get the YouTube version of the show, because here's another track from Titanic. And why not? Let's find another track from Avatar. Thank you both for that. Yeah, Titanic I remember being very long. And I've never seen Avatar, so No opinion on that, but I'm sad for you that you wasted your time. Unless you like the movies, but in any case, too long when they didn't have to be. All right, Gertner says, as you know, I haven't seen many movies, but neither have I. But Straight Outta Compton was unnecessarily long. I don't think I have Straight Outta Compton, I think, but I don't think I ever watched it. Let me see. Straight Outta Compton. How long is this movie? This is 147 minutes. You could probably get away with, yeah, wait, that's, oh my God, it's like 2.5 hours. No way, dude. Why? Why is that so long? Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of, oh man, that's a long time. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm with you on that. Yeah, that's a lot. Thanks for that. Did you enjoy the movie, though? I should have asked. Did you? Let me know. By the way, if you recommended a movie and you haven't already said, if you watched it and said, "Oh man, this was way too long," did you enjoy the movie on some level, though? Let me know. Let me know that. All right. Okay. Lockjaw says there are literally mountains of movies that could be brought up here. Recently, Oppenheimer was too long, in my opinion, and could have been made into a tighter, more concise movie that would have been more exciting. As it is, it goes through swings of, I'm on the edge of my seat, gripped by this scene, to, I'm bored, get to the friggin' point. Yeah, I could see that happening with movies. John Wick 3 and John Wick 4 could have been somehow combined into one more focused movie. Probably would have lost a bit of nice action scenes, but ended up with a way better story. I've only seen the first John Wick. I remember liking it. I don't know if I thought it was too long. I also don't know that I needed to see 3 more of them. And I don't remember the story. Right? Like I know, the guy goes on a rampage and Keanu Reeves and guns and dogs and things. But when I finished the movie, I didn't go, hey, you know what? I need another round of that. Like I didn't think that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe if I watch it again, I'll go, oh, maybe we could tie up this end and do that. But I don't remember really clamoring for 2 or 3 more of those movies. But maybe now I won't, because 3 and 4 could have been, cut together and done that way. I don't know. Anyway, Splaya says, catch me if you can. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't even know what that's about. Let's see. Well, you just heard some music from it. So let's do, let me look this up. Catch Me. No, not Catch Me Outside. Although we can, I don't know. Anyway, Catch Me If You Can. Biographical crime, comedy, drama. Oh, is this when Leonardo DiCaprio is like a master of disguise or something? All right, I'm not reading all this. Anyway, I've never seen this movie. It's based on a book, maybe? I don't know. But it made a lot of money, so good for them. Good for everybody. Maybe I'll watch this. I don't know. I don't want to read all this right now. But Catch Me If You Can. Apparently too long. 141 minutes. That seems like a long time to watch a movie. I don't know. I guess because maybe like if I'd grown up now, like if I was a kid when the Marvel movies were coming out, and it's like, oh, we got to go to the movies, and like all these big movies are 3.5 hours long, then I'd be like, oh, okay. A movie's 3 hours long. That's just what it is, right? But I grew up when movies were 90 minutes, right? And so I was like, okay, hour and a half, a little longer, and we're done, right? But now it's all these maybe I'm wrong about movies I watched that were longer, but I don't know. It might be. I'm old. That's what I mean to say. I am old. So Catch Me If You Can. Too long. It seems too long. Trying to figure out what it's about seemed too long, even. So I agree, even though I've never seen it. Destor says, Return of the King. The film ends 4 times before the credits roll. Worst part is the book goes on even longer, and it's the best bit. On screen, though, it just doesn't work. Well, hopefully this music will work, and that'll help. I've never seen it, but I'm sure it's fine. I don't know. Maybe it's not if it's too long. I don't know. How long is Return of the King, by the way? Did we look that up? I feel like I looked it up the other day, and I don't remember how long it was. But let's see. I feel like, yeah, that should be right up top, how long the movie is. Why wouldn't it be? 201 minutes long. That's too many minutes. That is way too many minutes.
Is that regular or extended edition?
Oh, Jill just called down the steps. Regular or extended? I have no idea. I have no clue. That's way too many minutes. It made $1 billion? What? Hold on. Hold on. It made $1 billion? First of all, that's awesome. Second of all, that's way too much movie. 3 hours, 21 minutes, according to boxofficemojo.com. That made it $1.1 billion at the box office. That's awesome. Good for them. Good for them. I don't know if that's the extended edition or what, but god damn. No, damn, they made $1 billion. I don't know. Jesus. All right, Jill just clarified that the box office would not include the... Okay, anyway, would not be extended edition, but hey, listen. The movie made $1 billion goddamn dollars. That's incredible. All right, anyway, how much long... What I was saying was, before I was so rudely interrupted, was how much longer was the extended edition than the... Let me see. Extended set, sculpture, 50-minute music documentary DVD. That is not helpful. Okay, here we go. The extended edition has a runtime of 263 minutes. Excuse me? Excuse me. 263 minutes. Are you kidding me? That's half a work shift. What are you people doing? Why are you doing this to yourselves? Don't do that. That's too much time. But the theatrical version, at 3 hours, 21 minutes, that made $1 billion. That's awesome. Good for them. That's way too much movie, though. That's too much. All right. Anyway, what is happening? You know, this reminds me of back in the day of the podcast, when I would record in the middle of our apartment in the living room, and I would do it usually when Jill was at work. And then she would come home, and I'd be talking about whatever, and she'd just start yelling at me about things. And it was really fun. And I missed that. So thank you for coming to the door and calling down incorrect information about what I'm doing. No, it's fine. All right. Everything... Jesus Christ. Big Vic says everything everywhere all at once was 15 minutes too long. That's... Man, why are you complaining about 15 minutes? Well, it's 2 hours, 19 minutes. So if you take out 15 minutes, you're still more than 2 hours. So how much? I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't know what it's about. Somebody tell me what it's about in like 4 sentences. Interdimensional rupture. All right, I'm already in. All right, unlikely hero, newfound powers, bizarre, bewildering dangers, multiverse. That sounds kind of fun, actually. All right, there you go. Everything, everywhere, all at once. That makes sense. You could have given me like 7 guesses. I probably never would have gotten there as to what that's about. But apparently, according to Big Vic, it is 15 minutes too long. So there you go. Oh, we got music, right? Yes. I almost forgot. There you go. Sorry about that there, Big Vic. There you go. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Too long. Hopefully that score thing was not too long. All right. Elvac says The Hobbit. It is about 2 films too long. You could have condensed it all down to 1 3-hour film. After I play the music, I got something to say. First of all, that music's probably great. Because that's one thing I could say about Lord of the Rings, from what I've seen of it, is the music is awesome. And we talked last week or the week before, or I guess last week and the week before, about how great the score from Lord of the Rings is. Right? So, I mean, the music's going to be great. However, I watched The Hobbit. I watched it, and it was maybe the most boring movie I've ever seen. It was just like nothing really went on, and I get maybe if I'd seen the other ones first, I would have appreciated it a little bit more. But it was just the most boring movie I've seen. I tried. Again. My wife loves those movies. They're her favorite, probably. So I am going to try to watch the, I guess the original trilogy and see where that goes. But man, The Hobbit, I had a hard time getting through The Hobbit. That was rough. How long are the Hobbit movies? Let's see, The Hobbit film series. Are you going to tell me how long they are? Or do I have to click in to all of the thing? God damn it. I got to click in. All right, we're going to click into we're going to rock a wiki on that. All right, The Hobbit. Are you going to tell me how long they are? No, you're not. I got to click into oh my God. Really? I got to click into the individual movies. All right, 169 minutes. Nice. Let's see, Desolation of Smaug. Can't read. 161 minutes. Come on, people. And Battle of the Five Armies. It's a lot of armies to do battle. 144 minutes. Well, they cut that one down, so that's good. Oh, man, they tried. There you go. The Hobbit. All right. I've seen The Hobbit. Didn't like it. It was a lot. It's a lot of movie. Could have been cut down. Apparently, they could have cut all them down to one movie, which I guess would have been fine. Clockshot says The Simpsons movie. Wow. Easily could have been cut to a 60-minute TV special. Now, I know you're going to be surprised by this. I have seen The Simpsons movie, and I remember enjoying it. Did I think it was too long? I don't think so. It was... How long was this movie? 87 minutes. I mean, that's nothing, man. That's nothing. Hour and a half. I guess if you're used to... Okay. So you're basically extending a sitcom to an hour and a half, right? With that movie, because The Simpsons is a half-hour show. And you're basically adding another one. So I guess I could see the point of you could have cut it down to an hour special. Yeah, probably. I don't remember watching that and going, wow, this went on forever. But it's been a while since I've seen it. So, but no, thank you, though. Appreciate the answer, as always. Helmspear says, is it Helmsphere? I think he said it's Helmspear, even though it's spelled sphere. I'm going to ask him. Maybe if you listen to the show, let me know. All right? Great. He said, The Batman. I enjoyed the movie and want to watch it again, but its runtime prevents me from doing so. And I believe you're referring to the Batman with Robert Pattinson, correct? Yeah. Like he's here sitting with me and he can answer. 176 minutes. Man, that's a long movie. That is a long movie. Jesus. That's a lot. Yeah, I get that for sure. That's about a 3-hour commitment there that you got to jump into. I don't love that, but I heard the movie was really good. But 3 hours, man. Yeah, we're going to have to pause that in the middle for sure. Just to get up and stretch. Jeez. But there you go. Hope the music was good anyway. All right, Smelly Meatball. This one surprised me. He said Superbad. And I don't know what we're going to find with Superbad, but here we go. He said it's a pretty great comedy film up until getting around the house party, but the last 30 minutes or so just drags on a ton. Had to look up how long the film is, and it's listed at 2 hours. Thank you, so I didn't have to. But it felt a lot longer when I watched it. I could see that, because, you probably could have ended at the house party and had, an alternate where they get chased by the cops or whatever. You probably could have ended at the house party. Or no, when did they get... Yeah, I feel like after the house party and they get chased out by the cops, you probably could have wrapped it there. But I like how it ended. I did like it overall. I think it's a good movie. But I understand that criticism. I do, even though I like that movie. Thanks, buddy. Shawnee One Ball says, I'm thinking of films that have unnecessary scenes Loads of Bond films are too long on that basis alone. Here you go, Bond. Full disclosure, I've seen like 2 James Bond movies. One was GoldenEye, and the other was not Casino Royale. No, Quantum of Solace. And yeah, I think that's accurate. This also launched into a discussion of the Bond movies that are too long. Then it's like, oh, this Bond movie actually sucks. And then it became, this guy's the best Bond. This guy's the worst Bond. And I'll be honest, I don't know enough about the movies to make a fair judgment. Because again, I've seen like 2 or 3 of them. But I could see like, yeah, the unnecessary scenes that, you could cut them and still know exactly what's going on. And yeah, Shawnee One Ball says the Bond movies, loads of them, are too long. So there you go. And we had another. I was about to say here's our last one, but I think we got one from Kenny on the Patreon. So let me pull. That didn't make it over to the notes yet. So let me do that, and then we got one from Vito to wrap it as well. Let me see. There we go. All right, we got Kenny's, so we're good. Okay. Vito says funny people, or friends wanted to see funny people in college. I paid 0 attention to commercials or reviews. All I knew was it was a Sandler flick, so I just assumed it was your standard, brainless, harmless, 90-minute Sandler comedy. I was not expecting a 2.5-hour movie. It was a dramedy, but still could have been 50 to 60 minutes shorter and told all it needed to tell. Yeah, I have seen Funny People, and it was good for the first like 95 minutes, and I was like, oh, this would probably be a good place to wrap. And I'm not saying like pointing out a specific scene, but like, okay, we've told a story here in an hour and a half, and then it was like another hour, and it was just like, oh my god, why are we still doing this? Like, it was fine. You could have cut that into 2 movies and been fine. Like Funny People, and then I don't know, this person's not as funny or whatever you would say, and you probably would have been fine. But yeah, 2.5 hours for a comedy is a lot. And don't do that. Don't make a comedy or a slasher 2.5 hours long. That's not good. All right, finally, let's go to Kenny on the Patreon. He says, every Phase 4 Marvel movie. Now, I don't think I've seen any Phase 4 Marvel movies. Let me see. Marvel Phase 4. Which movies are in here? All right, just give me the movies. Just give me the movies. All right, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Legend of Ten Rings, Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Thor, Love and Thunder, and Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I've seen none of those. So, Kenny, I will take your word for it. We mentioned first, let's, we're just going to pick one. You know what? I'm going to ask Kenny today if he has a favorite score out of these. And I'm going to do that as soon as we're done. I'm going to reply and say, hey, Kenny, let me know which one you want me to play. So we'll do that here. And yeah, I've never seen any of those. Where we stopped with Marvel was Endgame, and then we just fell behind, and then the kid came, and then that was that. So, but even like Endgame was super long and probably could have been cut. But it was like, it's still good, but you just don't need all that stuff. Kenny also says, any Zack Snyder movie. I don't know. I don't think I know any Zack Snyder movies. So let's I don't know, man. Just pick one. Pick a Zack Snyder movie. We'll play a clip from the score. And Return of the King, still haven't seen it. So there you go. That's our... Thank you for that. I'll look up Zack Snyder movies later. So there you go. That's our thing, man. That's the big swing. We nailed it. We did it. Thank you, everyone, for weighing in. Long-ass movies. A long-ass segment on long-ass movies. Could we have cut some from this segment? Absolutely. Are we going to? Hell yeah, we are. and it's going to be all fine. But thank you all for weighing in. Thank you to my smoking hot wife for shouting down random little factoids. Much appreciated. I need somebody to check me, you know? I need somebody to make sure that everything's on the up and up down here. And as you can tell, it is not in any way. So we'll take one more break, and then we'll wrap the show right after this. And there you have it. That is our show. You might have heard a sound there. I don't know. There's a lot of sounds in this episode. There are a lot of sounds, I should say. So we'll see what happens. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. We'll do our best. All right? All right. Like I said, game of the week for week 2 is, what I say, Chargers, Titans. There you go. Go whoever you like. Make your pick. Again, if you want to get in on the game of the week, let me know, and I'll put you on the list. Phillies are inexplicably terrible right now. Not terrible, but they're losing more than they should because it's September. And there you go. But we're going down the shore this weekend, and I'm very excited about that. And then next week, I will be I'm gonna be meeting up with some fellow podcasters. So if that all goes well, I will tell you about it, or I'll tell you about it if it doesn't go well also. But hopefully it'll be a good story. And then we'll be up at the old alma mater for homecoming, which I've not been back there since 2010. So I'm looking forward very much to that. And maybe I'll get to go back to the old stomping grounds at WDSR. So we'll see if somebody's there to let me in. Hey, sure, a random adult, come on into the studio. So we shall see if that works out. I'll be sure to let you know about that. And we'll try for next week to get another movie question. I'm talking through burps because I'm an old man now. I'm a dad. I talk through burps and hiccups. If we can get another movie question for next week, I would love that so we can play more clips. All right? So maybe worst movie you've ever seen, favorite movie. No, favorite movie, that's no. We want some complaining, right? We want some complaining, goddamn. Well, actually, you know what? We started this with favorite movie score. And then it was movies you haven't seen that make people go, "Arr!" And then it's movies that are too long. So I think we should end this on a happier one. So maybe, what's your favorite movie? Or what's the best movie you've ever seen? Because maybe those things are different. Like maybe your favorite movie is not necessarily good, but like maybe there's a movie that you don't love, but you're like, wow, that's a really good movie. I don't know. I'm not making any sense. I got to go. This show's over. We're done. All right. You're going to hear, no, not from G Love today, but check them out anyway at Philadelphonic.com. Check out me at themeltingpat.com and check out Telltale. Many thanks to our friends for the tune. I'm going to get you their URL in just a minute. It's Telltale. Let's see. Telltale RVA. So TELLTALE RVA.bandcamp.com is where you find more from them. Tell them I sent you, and they'll say, I don't know who that guy is. Or they'll say something different. I don't know. But that's where you find more from them. So go check it out. Go check them out. Tell them I said hi. And maybe things will go well for you. I don't know. Go see them on tour. All right. We're good, right? TheMeltingPot.com. All my stuff is up there. Sign up for the Patreon. Sign up for the newsletter. Sign up for all of the things to get more me directly to you. And tell your friends to do the things. Or don't. Do whatever you want. But we're going to go. We are going to go right now. Thank you so much for being here. This has been an 8 Boiling production. So until next time, my friends, have fun. Be safe. Thank a veteran. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Get vaccinated and boosted when you can. And of course, don't do anything I wouldn't do. That is all, right? Yes, we are good to go. You've been inside the Melting Pat on the Next Level Network. Go crap open a cold one.